Hey guys, this is Karakpak here again with Game 2 of the best of 3 series between Saiyen and Lanlord. Lanlord is our green Protoss in the 3 o'clock position here on Metalopolis, and is also one of the organizers of the tournament for 2+2. Orange, who is a moderator on the StarCraft 2 forums, and we thank him and Rats Unanimous, the other guy helping run the tournament, so much for their efforts in putting it together. It's been a lot of fun for all involved. And then here in the 9 o'clock position, we have Saiyen, who is actually a random player, but has rolled Protoss yet again, just like Game 1. To recap quickly what happened in Game 1, Saiyen went for a 1-base Colossus build with an Immortal mixed in, and Lanlord went for a Blinkstalker build. And Blinkstalker versus high-tech Protoss 1-base versus 1-base builds are very interesting to watch, but just on a map like Teldarum, Lanlord was not really able to abuse the terrain effectively, was not quite really as aggressive with his Blinkstalkers as he should have been, and the massive tech advantage and DPS advantage Saiyen got with his really deadly army was more than enough to take care of it. We could see a really early scout here from Lanlord. That's one of the really frustrating things about playing a random opponent, is that you need to send out that early scout, especially I think as Protoss, to figure out what race you are so you know what opener to do. When you're Zerg or Terran, you can pretty much open pretty safely with the same build against all 3 races if you're going against a random player. Maybe like a 2-Rax open as a Terran, or possibly a gas first spawning pool open as Zerg, but as Protoss, the openings really tend to vary quite a bit more. And we do see the gateway here on 14 for Lanlord, and he has yet to take a gas yet. We do see another early gas here from Saiyen, and a gateway up here on, I believe it was 14 or 15. Lanlord is about to come in the base and find him. And if you think about it, this early scout here, when he sent him out, it was on a 9 pylon, so he had 9 probes currently in his base, and then he would put 10 with 1 building, so he lost about 1/9 or 1/10 of his entire early economy based on facing a random player. So random players do gain some advantages from the fact that they aren't able to be a specialist in any type of given race. Check over here in Lanlord's base. We can see just saturating the gas now, putting down a 2nd pylon, and his gateway is about to warp in. I would expect to see a cybernetics core. There we go, very standard open, very standard open. We see a pylon back here, really nice spotting pylon. Could also maybe hide some tech over here. Can see units coming in, warp units in on the low ground. Really nice play. We do see the cybernetics core back here, so being a little bit sneaky with his tech. And he does still have the probe in the base, and he's seeing everything that is going on. And you can always click on the gas and see how long they've been mining it and how much gas they have, and you can evaluate what sort of units they'll be able to create when you see that. And we can see the scout going out from Saiyen here, and he will get to Lanlord's base soon. We don't see anything out of the ordinary from each player yet. Maybe the gas is a little bit earlier out of Saiyen than it was out of Lanlord, but in the forest spawn positions, I'm not sure it'll make the largest difference. We do see Lanlord getting out a Stalker. The Stalker will help deny this probe scout as soon as it gets out, otherwise the probe can outrun the Zealot forever. Whereas here we don't see any Stalker, so basically Lanlord is going to be able to run about the base freely for quite some time until the Stalker that he just created does come out. And you can see he is chrono boosting out the Stalker. It's extremely frustrating to have somebody basically running around your base, and especially in a game like PvP where the tech choices can make or break you. And seeing absolutely everything we're doing. And then we see the scout from Saiyen still is in the base here. It looks like he's about to leave. Yep, and the Stalker is not going to let him get away, and that probe gets taken down. We can see Chrono Boost being used on the gateways here, and we'll see if Chrono Boost is going to be used on the gateway here. He does have quite a bit of Chrono Boost saved up, and he's not really using on anything. I wonder if that's a deliberate choice, maybe waiting for this robotics space. So we do see a very similar opening last time with the 1 gate, 1 robotics facility. Doesn't appear to be using any Chrono Boost on the warp gate technology. Obviously wouldn't be so useful. We do see 6 harvesters currently on this gas here. That's huge. I mean, you have 3 probes in a really early economy that aren't mining. That's going to hurt quite a bit, obviously. Full saturation is at 3 harvesters, so hopefully for his sake, he does find that out. Saiyen is sending out another probe. We can see that Lanlord is putting up a proxy gateway here, and he is going for a 4-gate aggression here. I think this is going to crush Saiyen, because when you do any sort of 1-gate tech against a 4-gate, you just really can't do anything to defend against it. The only thing that you can really do is, hopefully, if you're going DTs, you can wait and wait and wait until you get the DTs out, but that's probably not going to work. He can Chrono Boost out an Immortal really quick, but I doubt that's going to be nearly enough, as the power of the early 4-gate aggression is simply too much to handle. So we can see him is going to start poking up the ramp here, and he's going to send the Zealot first. Very good. Zealot does a lot of DPS, and as you can see, this army is just simply outclassed right now. When it comes to the aggression. He's just absolutely nothing he can do, even if he does get an Immortal out, which I doubt he'll even have time. This is more than over, and this is a really easy win when you catch an opponent doing cute, techie builds. And the really great thing about the way Lanlord opens is against a random player, he can just 4-gate pretty much anyone he wants to go against. And, if he's doing any sort of greedy or build tech-wise or economy-wise, he will win the game. So this game is effectively over. Even if he gets that Immortal out, the Immortal will pretty much instantly die, as we're about to see. And we will go on to a Game 3 as soon as Saiyen does GG here. And there is the GG. And onward to Game 3 we go.